Hey Donald Trump, it's me, Chloe Sawyer, one of those horrible Canadians that you don't like anymore because you say we are so difficult to deal with. And I am also a woman. So I'm really not someone you might think very highly of. But at the same time, I'm thinking I am a young teen. So maybe you might like me. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about is your last MRI. So you said that you don't know why you had to take this MRI.
I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor. I have no idea what they analyzed, but whatever they analyzed it well, and they said that I had as good a result as they've ever seen.
You've been asked multiple times, and you said that you don't even know which body part it was for. So, I'm really confused here because literally every person who has an MRI knows why they're doing it. You see, like my grandparents, who must be about your age, they also had MRI scans, and they were all able to tell me what they were for. Literally everybody knows why they do these exams. And so it got me thinking, and I have a question for you.
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person?
Because I think you are.
He lies all the time to everybody, and above all, he lies to his own supporters. He manipulates them. He takes advantage of the poorest people in the US who voted for him. Like, he broke so many of his campaign promises, if not all of them. He promised transparency, yet the Epstein files remain hidden, among so many other things. He promised to end the war in Ukraine in one day, yet he hasn't been willing or capable to do anything about it in more than 200 days. He promised to lower the prices for consumers in the US on day one. Yet, all he has managed to do so far is make prices increase, unemployment increase, inflation increase, and so on. What a moron.
And it's the same with these ICE agents who don't even have the courage to show their faces or to give their names and badge numbers, even when the laws and order they claim to defend require them to do so. They are failures, just like their white-collar political counterparts in their comfy offices. It's also the same with these so-called alpha males or people like Pete Hegseth with the Proud Boys and all these violent, misogynistic, insecure sub-men who beat their wives because they're so frustrated by their own failures and their weakness. These so-called strong men who reject empathy until the day they desperately need empathy from others for themselves. It's always the same pattern. The bullies at school who gang up 3 against 1. Men beating up their wives. People in uniform abusing the power they were given to beat up innocent people. But take away the advantages of numbers, physical strength, or a position of authority, and their real faces appear. Weak failures. And that's what we're going to see here with the Trump regime. It's going to fall apart like a house of cards. about Trump himself, he's just one of the weakest of them all. A mean guy with the IQ of an oyster who wears orange makeup and lies all the time. A guy who never truly achieved anything and just inherited his fortune. Did you know that according to some financial analysts, Trump would actually be richer today if he had simply put his money into financial markets instead of trying to build companies that he kept bankrupting over and over again? The only reason he got elected is because he concentrated so many more failings in one single troubled mind that every bad person who voted for him could find something in him that resonated with their own moral flaws. Of course, I'm super happy about the outcome of this vote, but I also want to point out what this really shows. How weak most of these Republican representative and senators are, and how weak the whole Trump world actually is. For me, this flip-flop shows very clearly how fragile most of these people are, how they have no real values, and how ready they are to sell out any cause or even what they were saying 3 days earlier just for their own benefit and their pursuit of power. These people have no real qualities, no real values. They're empty shells, bodies with no soul, without an ounce of anything that gives value to someone's personality. And this is exactly why they chase power, because they're so weak, so personally insecure, and have such bad personalities that their desire to look strong is eating them up inside. So they do whatever they can to gain power inside an administration to feel safe while they make their little deals, commit their small or big crimes, and stay protected by an institution. And this is why we see such a low proportion of genuinely good people in politics compared to the rest of the population. This is why, unfortunately, so few scientists, the people who could actually help us solve our problems, get involved in politics because they already have passion, because they think it's not their place, because they're disgusted by the people already there and they believe they wouldn't fit in. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that all people in the Democratic Party or other parties are good people either. Some are, some definitely aren't. Bad people hide everywhere. What we're seeing in the US government and political landscape is not unique. Similar things happen in different degrees in many other countries, even in so-called democratic or developed countries. It's just that what we're seeing right now in the US makes the usual bad guys we were used to look a bit less bad by comparison. But they're still bad. The people we elect should be remarkable people for their intelligence, their moral values, their courage, and their sense of honor, their empathy, and more. In many cases, that's not what we have right now. So I think that whatever country we live in, we need to find a way to push more good people with strong moral values into politics. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Bye.